Hi guys, it's time for your Hobonichi Journal with Me bonus video. As you can see, I'm sitting here in my sports bra and I literally I keep it real. This is my hair after I washed it and threw it up in a bun and went to bed last night. That's what happened because Nora has been incredibly challenging lately. And it was a really rough night before bed. So I went to bed early, been up since 5:30. So I just wanted to hop on and show you my face and say hi. And also, I can't remember which video I shared this in with you guys, but I have been having major issues with YouTube uploading my videos, and it's so infuriating because I work so hard to try to like batch film videos so that I can like film a video, edit the video, and then start to upload it. And while that one's uploading, I'll work on, the next one, the next one. But that all gets bottlenecked up when they won't upload. And last week I tried like 9 or 10 times. I was in tears. And my husband told me, oh, that was this week. Was it? Yeah, I think so. I don't even know. And my husband told me to get the better internet speed, like system through Verizon. So I did. And it seemed to be working for like, I don't know, 24 hours. And now I'm back to dealing with my video freezing. It's only a 20-minute video. Last night I started uploading it. I filmed my Project Life week 29 and it was this week, because I'm about to journal about it. So I don't know why I'm like popping on and sharing all this with you when I'm just going to talk about it when I journal, but I don't know. I just wanted to tell you that the struggle is very real. It's really frustrating to get all this work ready and then have all these videos ready to go, and YouTube just ain't doing its job. And it's not the internet, because now we have upgraded it. I even like unplugged the router and then like gave it a few minutes and plugged it back in and tried to delete and re-upload my video. So now I'm on try number 3 for my Project Life week 29 video. And it's been at 57% for like an hour. Yeah, good times. So I have this little ditty here about like it just came with the second extender, I guess it's called, like a Wi-Fi extender, which maybe my husband needs to put that in because it's not working. So I'm going to put that little piece of ephemera in my Hobonichi to remember this ridiculous situation that I'm wanting to hang myself over. Not really, but you know what I mean. And then, yeah, I'm going to just turn the camera around and film me doing like a day and a half worth of daily pages. So let's go. Okay, friends. So just to show you guys, because you like never get to see sneaks, I'm going to show you, I'm going to just flip through. I don't know what I shared last month, but this now is just for tiers 2 and 3. I don't know if you saw my post on Patreon, but I am switching the benefits from tier 1 and tier 2 around. So voting for the next month's theme in my World Denise planner will be the tier 1 benefit. That's changing, and then tier 2 is going to, and tiers 3 are going to get this video. So anywho, this is every day. These are just little tags from like, obviously from Primark, when we went and we got a whole bunch of pajamas that Nora wanted. And I just wanted to match my, I just decided I was going to match my markers and title each section, and do my list thing based on this washi tape that I had just got from Studio Calico. So, yeah, that's what that is. It was a weird Sunday because my husband had to work. He had to go in like for an emergency Saturday night and worked late, and then he had to go in Sunday. So it was just Nora and I at church, and he worked till, I don't know, early in the afternoon. This was another new Studio Calico washi I got. And at this point I decided, because I started doing Lift 50/50 again, which is like, not Lift 50/50, Lift 4, which is like a program on Beachbody. that I really enjoy. I just started it this day, and it was so much. Was it this day or was it the week before? Let me look at my monthly. So, I mean my weekly. Okay, so the week before I started Pilates, and then I decided to do lifting because that was kind of my introductory week into getting back into exercise. And there's plenty of room for that because it's just Pilates. I don't have to like record how much weight I'm using to lift because that's not part of the program. But then when I started doing the Lift 4 program, I was like, oh, I want to keep track of like how many weights. It's been so long since I've weightlifted as a form of exercise. So I wanted to keep track of like what I was lifting for what exercises. And there wasn't going to be enough room up here. So I moved it to the daily, which is when I started to think about, I don't know if I love that idea. And I was also feeling like it looked too cluttered with having the exercise portion up here and then all of my meals down here. I mean, it's okay. It's not the best. It's fine, like if you don't want to move into another planner, but Prime Day got me, which you'll see me journaling about here in a minute. And I did get the weeks, which I just shared a reel for today. So since you guys don't get to, you guys are patrons, I will show you my weeks. I literally was just playing. Like there's nothing. I was practicing my lettering. I was seeing what kind of stickers I liked in here, how I wanted to like use these pages and these columns. Like everyone uses this in such a different way. Well, not everyone, like the people that I found who share their weekly or their week's planners. So a lot of these are not leftover, but just stickers from Martina's Sticker Company. And I was starting to write what I was reading on this side. But then I found that because I often like tandem read, like I don't even know if that's the right term. I'll listen to an audiobook at the same time that I'm reading a hard copy book. So there wasn't enough room for that. So I do end up taking this section out. I also realized for writing like, my exercises, this format wasn't going to work. At this point in the year, I was doing bar blend. So it was plenty of room to write the exercise class, like full body, booty day, cardio day, core day, whatever. And then put how many minutes I exercised and the calories I burned. And then have room for my meals. But then you'll see that that's not going to work when I start doing Lift 4 because of all this information I had to track. So for now, it's like working, like for that type of workout where you don't need to record lifting. I would say it'd work for anybody who's not doing lifting. And then I was just trying to put in daily habits over here. I was playing around with the idea of like, what would it be like to color on the column, you know, to make it go with the rest of the spread. It's okay. I actually decided I liked writing over the top of it, who did I see do that? I think it was Helen from the Coffee Monsters Co. actually, which not surprising, I guess, because I'm obsessed with her, but in a non-weird way. And I was also trying stamping and that kind of thing. So you can see I was trying like, oh, what would it look like if I did a marker instead of just a gel pen? And I can never use like cursing stickers. Well, I can, but I feel weird about it, like on my YouTube channel. So you guys can see it here. At this point it's post-surgery, so I'm not working out, so it's kind of boring, but I'm really just recording what I read and my weekly highs and lows. I like that, adding that in. That's something new that I'm doing. So here we go. I'm starting to walk again after surgery, tracking sleep in here, seeing what that would look like with habits. So adding in the habits, the weekly high and low, and sleep. And then family walks, and then what I'm eating. So I'm starting to I'm starting to do Pilates. I am starting to come out of some of like the restrictions. And then we went away for this week and part of this week. But I like how this looks. Just Coffee Monsters Co. leftover stickers. And this is when I started Pilates. And then this looked like a cluster, you know what, to me. So that is itty bitty. That's like the tiniest writing, and it looks a hot mess. and I hated it. So I was like, I need to figure out some other way to do things. So at this point, I went and back planned in the monthly section, and I decided I was going to put like the type of workout, what body parts I was working out, and the length of the workout and the calories burned. So that goes on my monthly. Sorry, this is supposed to be a daily journaling video. I'll get to that. So at this point, that's when I decided, oh, that's what I'm going to use this for. Originally, I thought I'll use this to track headaches and flare-ups and symptoms that I have related to my autoimmune diseases. But then I thought, oh, I could just do that here in the yearly. So I can color code like headache, psoriasis, or migraine, hives, that type of thing down here, so that the monthly I can use now for this purpose. So I highlight the exercise I'm doing for the week, like what program it is. So it's always Beachbody because that's just, we pay for that subscription. So I did Pilates this week, lift 4 week 1, week 2, and now we're in week 3. Today is Wednesday, July 31st. So, and then down here, I am tracking my sleep. LOL, on vacay, not tracking sleep that week. So I really like that. And these were leftover stickers from According to Allie. And then I just colored this in blue and used a mild liner to do the highlighting. So then you can see over here that I took that part out, but I added little lines for the, like the weights themselves. So decline press, I was using 15 pounds, skull crushers, 10 pounds, then 5 pounds. So I thought it might be cute to make little columns, but I actually don't like it. I think it looks too crowded. And then I decided to do a different color gel pen for my meals, and then the reading, which I don't like that either. So, but it's all trial and error, right? Like I have to see what works for me. And then I just filled in this bottom section, life is lifing, because Nora's attitude is terrible. And this is what I shared today. Well, not all of this because I was only up to here when I filmed the reel, but today is Wednesday. So I like this much better. I like the writing across each day. I do plan on purchasing a bunch of Hobonichi kits, week's kits from the Coffee Monsters Co. to use in here. Would love to know your thoughts on sharing this with my Hobonichi as like the bonus video. I think that would be fun, but I don't know if it's not, it might get redundant. I would love to know what you guys think. So, and then in the back, I have my weight tracker and like my my inches, measurements, that type of thing. Words are hard. So I'll show you like real quick without showing like my numbers, but that's all it is. So I can just write them back here because there's a ton of like, note pages, like 70 something. I'm like, what am I going to do with these? I don't know. So there's that. Back to why you're here. So that was my very 20-minute long-winded explanation of why like I decided to move into a week's. That's why. So OMG, I got a week's. And then this day, Nora and her friend Olivia and one of her moms and I went shopping and went to dinner, which worked out because my husband worked really late this day. I made my first bestie charm for Natasha. It was so fun. It took so long, but it was really fun. And I want to get better at like doing that because it's just like therapeutic. I really enjoyed it. Very satisfying. I finished listening to Demon Copperhead, which is my favorite listen of July. We went on a family walk and we saw 13 bunnies, a woodchuck, and a deer, which was like our record for the number of bunnies we've seen. And we have a really tiny neighborhood. Like it's a block and a half. So that's a lot of bunnies in a small area. So I had to like doodle them in here just for fun. And then Friday I was supposed to go run all these errands. I had these plans of grandeur that I was going to do with Nora before dropping her off at camp in the afternoon, because this week she was doing sewing camp just from 1 to 4. And so I was like, oh, good. We'll go run errands. We'll hit up Joanne, get those clearance things, let Nora pick out a bunch because each thing was 60 cents. And then I'll take her to Taco Bell and run her over to camp. No, I left my wallet at home. Well, shit. So I couldn't do all the things. And that was also the day that I planned to mail out Natasha's charm. That I couldn't obviously do that without my wallet. So we still went to Joanne because we were already out and I wanted Nora to pick what she wanted. And that way I could just have them hold the items and then nobody would get them. So we did that. But then I had to come back we rushed back home. I gave Nora lunch here, and then I dropped her off at camp, and I went back out and drove all over the place and did all the things. It was crazy. And then we met my husband after I picked her up at camp. We went and met him for dinner, and on the way home, we got stuck in a huge stop and go traffic jam. So that was annoying, especially because we drove separate. Like, my husband met me from work and I met him at the restaurant, and then we both drove separately home, and he was able to get off the highway before I could because I was all the way in the left lane, and I wouldn't have had enough time to get over and get off the highway, and he, stinker, got off and was home like way before we were. It was not a good time. Nora lied to me for the first time, which was rough. I mean, it was just about, she told us she brushed her teeth, but it's heartbreaking, right? Like, I don't know. It was the first time. I'm sure there will be many more, but it was a big deal and I wanted to document it. So I did. I did so much yard work. I had not at all weeded. Well, actually, no, I did weed once, but I hadn't trimmed the hedges, which go between mine and my neighbor's house. And I hadn't weeded since that one time this year. So it was a lot. It was very hot, and I could not feel my arms later. And in fact, I had done, because I was using my neighbor's hedge trimmer, but it's like electric, so it's pretty, it's fairly heavy. It's got a rechargeable battery on it. And my husband does like the mowing and like the trim, so I do the hedges and like the weeding. By the end of the day, my arms hurt so bad they were like vibrating, and I could not sleep. I kept waking up with the worst pain. Like, I have carpal tunnel sometimes, and it was super bad, like waking me up all night long. It just shooting pain in my forearms. Okay. The next day was church, and then after church, Nora had a piano lesson. My husband and I got to sneak out and go on a lunch date, and then we went mini golfing and got ice cream and had a family walk. I got my hair done a little bit different. We went to the country club with our friends, and I organized a whole bunch of stickers in my craft room. I had like a therapy session where my therapist sent me this really cool reel about how to speak to your kids, and like, usually it's about power struggles. And so we talked about that, and she shared with me how I can like help Nora to reframe her power in communicating. I got my Grabby box. That was really exciting. My Hobonichi weeks came, so I cut out some of the packaging and put it here. This is Nora's friend Olivia, whose show we went to go see. That's her in the show. It was super cute. And what else? I guess that's really it, because we went to Starbucks after the show, and then got ice cream, and then Olivia came over. And I just lettered Sunshine State of Mind just for fun. I just wanted to play with my markers. Matt had to work late again. He's been working late a lot. Doing a lot. 2 birthday parties in a row. Also, I forgot to journal for Friday. So I went Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, which is why there's box stickers here. Monday, and I was like, oh, whoops. So Friday really was next. So let me pretend that I didn't talk about the birthdays. After Thursday, obviously, is Friday. We all know this. We learn it in preschool, but my brain. This is when I was getting really frustrated with YouTube, and I thought, oh, I'll make space. Maybe that will help. So I had bought a flash drive. Is that what it's called? Guys, I don't technology. Where you can like move photos off your phone or your iPad onto an external hard drive. Is that what it's called? Flash drive? Anyway, neither Matt nor I could figure it out. You would think it'd be simple. We couldn't figure it out. So I was super, super annoyed and frustrated about that. And the fact that I wasted money on this flash drive. We went to dinner and we saw Despicable Me 4, which was super cute. Then comes Saturday. So Nora went to one birthday party for her friend Landon, and I was there the whole time. She stepped on a bee while we were there and stung her foot, which was awful. And then we were watching the Olympics. And then Sunday, after church, was Nora's best friend Abby's birthday party. So I had my husband bring her because I spent the entire day at this birthday party. So this is at church. They just are so cute together. And that's just a picture of Nora playing a game. I don't know what it is. Pin the something on the something. It's not a donkey and it's not a tail. Maybe it's a tail. But I think it's like a mythical character. Anyway, Sassy Pants So Much Attitude, talking about Nora being extremely rude. I don't even want to say some of the things that she said to me because it's like, honestly, it's shocking. This is newer washi I got from that Joanne sale I found. And this is when I'm like, dude, how many times must I delete and upload on YouTube? And I was in tears. So I've been trying to upload the same effing video since Friday. Okay. Now we're on Sunday night. It's still not uploading. That's like 3 days. So on Monday, I was so mad. I wrote setting the world record for attempted YouTube uploads. And I was so mad. Right there I wrote pissed. So that is when Matt told me, no, is that when? No, that was Tuesday, I think. Wait. Nope, that was Monday. Okay, that's when he said, okay, get the router, get the extra stuff. And because I got it, like Verizon was having a deal, so we also got the NFL ticket, which is like, he's so excited about it because he loves the NFL. I'm not really into it. It was my dad's birthday in heaven, but it was a crazy busy day because I've spent the whole day trying to upload this one video that wouldn't go. And I did a whole bunch of like phone calls I had to make, like bill paying, a lot of things that like not fun, but adulting. And then Nora had her first full day at the Taylor camp, which was like all day, 8:30 to 4:30. And she absolutely loved it. But I knew she was going to be so exhausted because not only is it an all day camp that she had never done, where they swim for like 2 hours out of the day, but she also started cheer. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, she's going to have cheer from 6 to 8, which I help coach. So I was exhausted when we got home, and so was she. We both took showers. I think like maybe we watched one thing and then she went to bed. I got my big Uli like warehouse order, so I put this like sticker in there. And so that brings us, like today's Wednesday, but that brings us to Tuesday. So since I've been yapping and talking and blabbing all the things, I think what I'm going to do is just do one day because this video will be ridiculous. Let's check the progress of my YouTube video, shall we? I'm so scared. Oh my God. Yep, it's... Oh, this one's moving now, but not this one. Oh my God. And this is the one that I've been trying to upload. This is the third time trying to upload Project Life Week 29. I just finished my media journal recap for July, so that's uploading. We'll see what happens. I decided I'm not even going to delete it. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to see. Maybe it'll upload by tomorrow. Who knows? It's not like it has to be up right now. It's just frustrating. Okay, so, sorry, that was like a whirlwind. I apologize for that. All right, I am going to cut this out just because I need to. I just need to include it because it's insane. I'm cutting out the order and the ship date because they literally sent it the same day and it got here so fast, like overnight. Also, we started playing, and this led to like a huge meltdown last night. What Do You Meme? She wanted to buy it because they were playing it at Abby's birthday party, and yeah, she wanted to buy it, so I got it, thinking, yay, another family game. Apparently, they were playing it differently than we were, like by the rules, because my husband and I had never played it. It's really cute and it's really easy. So she didn't win and she had like a big meltdown, which is not like her. She has always been such a, like, I don't care if I win, I'm just here to play. And to the point where like she would let other people win if she knew they were going to get upset that they weren't going to win. So I feel like, I'm trying to pick out washi. I honestly feel like she is, I know she's prepubescent because she's, oh, there's a picture of Nora right there. She was like one of 2 girls at this all-boy party outside. It's my friend Jasmine holding the piñata, and that's her friend, her son, Landon, and Nora's friend. Anyway, what was I saying? So, well, let me use this one. This is a new one from Simply Gilded. New to me, anyway. So yeah, so she lost and she was like crying about it, or whining about it. And I said, Nora, we had a family meeting last night because it was the one night she didn't have cheer and we knew we would all be home. So we decided to take the opportunity, my husband and I, not to like, you're in trouble, you know, these things need to change. It's more like we all are, you know, we're not doing a good job of loving each other. We're not doing a good job of communicating. We all need to improve on it, especially me, because I will literally yell and lose my crap. And we need a reset, and we need to talk about why is this happening? What's going on? Like all that kind of stuff. So we had a little family meeting, and, you know, Matt and I both were like, we need to work on X, Y, and Z, and we think you need to work on these things. Can you tell us why you think you might be, you know, sassier than usual, and what's going on? Like, is there something else you need to talk about? You know, just like opening it up for dialogue. And she's like, I'm going to work on it. And then literally after the game, we thought, oh, great. You know, my husband worked late again, and so he didn't make dinner. And I was like, well, let's just like, we usually only eat out like once a week. But we were like, screw it. It's really hot. It's late. We need to eat, and let's just do it. So we did. And we got like a sub at my dad's favorite sub place because it was his birthday on Monday. And we were so busy, we didn't get to do anything in honor of him. So we got subs from his favorite place, and then black raspberry ice cream from this local ice cream place, which is his favorite. So I bought a half gallon of that after I picked Nora up from camp. And we were like, okay, let's go play the game and have black raspberry ice cream. So Nora wanted to play the game first. So she lost, and I was like, Nora, oh, I know what it was. She wanted to keep playing, and we had told her, we had set a clear boundary and said, we're only playing up until, you know, whoever is the winner gets 8 cards. And she was like, okay. And my husband got up to 8 cards first. I think I had like 6 and Nora had like 5. And she was like, well, but that's not how I thought we were going to play the game. And that's not fair. I thought I lost because we played it different at Abby's house and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Nora, I'm not upset with you. I just want to point out, this is what I'm talking about when I say to you, like, you push and push and push and push. Like, the day we were at the country club, I think, what day was that? Where is that? There was a day. Oh yeah, this day on the way home, she'd had a play date, and then we extended the play date going to the country club and letting them swim and blah, blah, blah. And we get in the car, and she asks me if we can go get ice cream. I was like, no, like, I need to go home and do things. And she was really like, but Mom, it's hot and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Nora, I already said no. We're going to go home. You can have, you know, like a freeze pop or something when we get home. But Mom, and she kept getting like, her voice kept getting more and more shrill. And I hadn't shut my front door yet. And I shut the door, but I like slammed it shut. And I was like, stop. And I yelled so loud, she like jumped, and then she was hysterical. And then of course I felt like a terrible mom and blah, blah, blah. And it's just, so it's like, I figured out, this has turned into like a verbal diarrhea session, apparently. Welcome to my therapy. I figured out that it really triggers me when she tries to push my boundaries, and I have already set them. So like, let it go. You know, I feel like that's normal. Kids do that. But like, I've almost always been somebody who follows through on that. Like, doesn't let it keep going. Like, if I say, all right, Nora, it's time to get off your iPad, and she doesn't get off her iPad, well, then she loses it for the rest of the night and the next day. And I do not give it to her early. I don't like just say, oh, never mind. Like, I was just mad. You can have your iPad. No, like, I say what I mean and mean what I say. So for her to keep pushing the boundaries, it's like, dude, you know it's not going to change. Why are you bothering me about it? Just let it go. No, we're not getting ice cream. No, we're not going to play more of the game. Like, we need to shower. You need to go to bed early. Like, all these things. So then it just became this huge, huge mess. Oh my God, it was awful. She lost her mind. She was like hyperventilating. She was like, well, I told everyone at the party that you called me a loser. And I was like, what? That has never happened. I promise you. I would never, ever, ever call my child a loser. Ever. So I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was like so stunned. I'm like, what the F? So I came in my craft room. She's carrying on and carrying on. I came in my craft room. I put on my, I just started watching Bridgerton yesterday, shut the door, and I said, do not come in here. I am done with you. And I like came in here for the rest of the night. She was screaming. It was a whole thing. Then she came in and she wanted to talk and I didn't want to talk and she wanted to snuggle and I didn't want her to even be near me because I was still so livid. And, yeah, she's like, I must have misunderstood. I thought you called me a loser one time. And I was like, Nora, that is insane. I would never, ever, ever do that. First of all, my mother, like my own mom, was very verbally abusive. And I would never, ever call her a name just based on that. So, like I've definitely said before, you're acting like a brat. Maybe I said like you're acting like a loser. I doubt it. Like that's not even a word that comes to mind to describe her. So I don't know if maybe I was talking about somebody else or I have no idea where she came up with that, but whatever. Everybody's truth is their truth, I guess. So I was very, very upset about it. And we like all kind of made up, I guess. We just decided like everyone's really tired. Let's just go to bed. We love you. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you to Simone Biles for distracting us because we ended up just watching her perform and then we went to bed. What a freaking mess. My life has been crazy. Crazy. So what am I supposed to write here? Oh, how about maybe my content will upload. Question mark? Oh, nope, that's not the cap. Even though I said I was only gonna do one page, I'm gonna start doing this one. I want to like mimic this effect. I think I have another scallop heart washi. All these washi's are from Simply Gilded. Scallops are like my favorite, in case you didn't know. I love a good like scallop embellishment of any kind. A sticker, a label, washi, like whatever. I just love the design. I don't know why. No idea why. That's interesting. I'm a messed up individual. Okay, so I don't know like what's going on with her. And she was like in here screaming, or not screaming, just like hysterical. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I keep like talking back to you. I don't know why I say these things. Oh, I'm the worst child ever. You know, like all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. And then Matt and I get into it because he's like, well, you should blah, blah, blah. And please tell me I'm not the only one. Okay, thanks. So maybe my content will upload. Maybe not. I'm going to put or in giant letters. That's funny. Okay, so while I journal in here, I need to concentrate on journaling, so I'll just like speed this part up. Okay, I was in tears about my content not uploading, constantly having it freeze when I try to film in advance and have my ducks in a row. But that's impossible without YouTube allowing my videos to upload. Matt told me to get the Wi-Fi extender, so it came already. I'm crossing everything that it'll work. Now I can talk about Nora being a stank. Let's see. What do I want to title it? Family meeting gone wrong. How about that? And I'm just switching up the tip of this just for like a different look. Okay, I'm gonna journal again, so I'm gonna get quiet and fast forward this part. All right, I wrote, oh my gosh, talk about attitude. Matt, Nora, and I had a family meeting to discuss all the yelling and not so nice ways we've been treating each other. All of us need to work on things. It went well. We ate Italian subs from Dad's favorite deli and planned to enjoy his favorite ice cream after playing the new game that arrived today. Nope. We played, Nora lost, and then lost her mind too. She had over an hour hysterical yelling meltdown while I tried not to engage and watch Bridgerton in my craft room. It went on for a while until she came in and apologized, and we all watched women's gymnastics. Take gold. Wow, it was not the way I thought the night would go. Started reading First Lie Wins. Tomorrow is a new day. Thank God. Or maybe not, because now I can journal about how my video is still taking forever. Let's check again, shall we? Okay, so it's still at the same, I think. 25% for the media journal and 57% for the Project Life video, which is where it was at before I started writing all of this. So you can see my frustration, probably. And yes, I did try to look up a whole bunch of things to try and figure out how to make this like stop or reset or whatever. If you guys have any other tips, let me know. Okay. That is it for this very, very chatty Hobonichi journal with me video that I really didn't do much journaling in. Really was more of like a chatty update and me being completely vulnerable and transparent with you guys, which I feel like I can do on Patreon. So thank you for being a patron and a friend and supporting me and listening to my craziness and putting up with my shenanigans, because you guys are really, truly the best. Yeah. Let me know if this is the kind of stuff you like to see. I can always switch it up for you, especially because you guys are just so amazing. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, questions about anything I shared, products I used, anything like that. Let me know, as usual. All right, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I am going to, I don't know what I'm going to go do now, but I'm going to relax for a minute before I have to pick Nora up from camp and then turn around, come home, make dinner, and take her to cheer. Oy. All right, wish me luck, guys. I will talk to you later. Love you so much. Mwah. Bye.